For another breakdown, it's going to be Key Sweat again. I'll give all my love to you. Classic. I listened to this song when I was younger, and I liked it. It was a really good song. Played all the time. I think I know most of the lyrics. I don't think I've ever really processed the lyrics. Much like, I guess a lot of the music that I listened to when I was younger, for some reason, I just never really thought about the lyrics. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna listen to the song now and actually try to pay attention to what he's saying and actually watch the video because there's a video that goes along with the song here. So we're gonna get started. So right out the bat, it's classic rainy day. This was pretty typical for a music video back in the day. You see this across all genre. You see this in rock and roll videos, R&B. There's a lot of rain going on. A lot of girls in the rain. Okay, so far.
Chris.
There he is. Okay.
Keith,
How you doing?
All right.
it's been a long time.
Yes, it has.
Been a long time. Maybe they were in another relationship already, or is this something maybe they work together?
Can I give you a ride?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Oh, well, that was very nice of him. Pulled over. Gave her a ride. Looked like she needed a ride. So that was very nice of him. So far, so good. She seems to know him, so she didn't get into the car with somebody she didn't know. Although it's been a long time, maybe a lot has happened in his life. But so she must know him fairly well. So far, so good. Okay. What's this? A business card? Is it a coupon? Oh, it's a phone number. So he gave her his phone number. That was very slick. He before she walked in, he walked her up to the door. Very gentleman-like. That was very nice of him. Oh, there's a little reservation to make the phone call. I wonder why that is. There could be a few reasons. One, she just got out of a breakup and she's not ready. Two, maybe they had something before and she's not sure if she wants to go down that road again. Or three, maybe she prefers him as a friend. Or that's something she doesn't want to revisit. I don't know. But there's some hesitation there. And he's waiting for the phone call. So he must really like her. Oh, well, not like her. He loves her. We're gonna have to get a little bit of backstory here.
In the night, I'm gonna take it with.
Oh, is that her? Because if that's her, they were in a relationship. Okay, so this is somebody he was already in a relationship with. So that was her hesitation. They must have separated. Something happened. We don't know what happened. Things happen. That's just the way life works. But she accepted the ride, so it must have not been that bad. He still has a picture of her. So he still loves her. So nothing wrong with that. Still loves her. Okay. Well, and it's been long enough to where he got a new number. So it must have been some time.
I understand
Okay.
what you told me as if I didn't know.
He understands what she told him as if he didn't know. So I'm beginning to suspect that he was the cause of the breakup. He's making looks like he's gonna write some music here.
I always wanted someone just like you.
Wait a second. I always wanted someone just like you. I thought that they were in a relationship. Maybe I'm missing it here. This would mean that maybe that picture, maybe they were just friends, but they were kind of standing kind of close to I don't know. That's a bit misleading. I'm confused now. I don't know if they were in a relationship or they were in a friendship. But he loves her. So maybe this was a friendship. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt here. I'm going to say that this was a friendship. He fell in love with her. Maybe she found out. Maybe she wasn't ready for that. Took some time apart. She thought about it. Some time separated. Now she's reminiscing about their history. There we go. So there's more pictures. We're gonna pick some stuff up here. So I mean, right here, this one, they're sharing a cup. Typically, you don't do that with a friend. And she's look at her, the way she's looking at him, the way she's looking at her. And wait, oh, no, they're holding hands. So this doesn't make any sense at all. So she's they were in a relationship already. I always wanted someone like you. Well, you had her, and I don't know what happened here that you lost her. There's a flower that he gave her.
I give the world to you, oh my darling.
I'd give the world to you, oh my darling. That's nothing wrong with that. That's pretty classic. Now, can you actually give the world? No, you can't. But it's a good sentiment to to make someone feel extra special, I suppose. Even though this is not necessarily based in reality.
Yeah, yeah, you know I will. I surely will. I will never do anything to hurt you.
I will never do anything to hurt you. This is not reasonable to say. I mean, no matter how much you love someone, you're most likely going to hurt them at some point. Sometimes this is because it can be completely unintentional. The ones that we love the most hurt us the most. So this is completely. I don't know what he means by this, but if he means what I think he means, I will never do anything to hurt you. Maybe he should say, "I'll try not to do anything to hurt you." This might be a better proposition going forward. Because if you say I'll never, I mean that's a pretty that's pretty tough to pull off. Especially if this is a person that you're going to be with forever. Not one single thing. I mean, this is just he's setting himself up for failure here. If he keeps telling her that, and then all of a sudden he does something, she's going to say, "Well, you said you'd never do anything to hurt me, and here you are hurting me." Maybe he should have said intentionally. I'll never do anything intentionally to hurt you. That might have been a better line. I'll give all my love to you. I'll give all my love to you. Is that really possible? I don't know. I don't think you can give someone all your love. Love, from my understanding, it's somewhat. There's not you don't have like a finite amount, like a certain amount, and that's it. Well, true love. I mean, you can definitely have there's different types of love that you can have. Giving all your love, does that mean all the different types of love? Maybe, he probably just means that I'm giving all my love, that it's not for anybody else. This particular type of love, this love's going to be for you only. So that's reasonable to say, I'd say. But love should have no limitation. So he's going to give all of it. So I think saying all of it, you're kind of saying that there's a finite amount. But oh, so he just I'll give you every bit of my love. This is every single bit. This is not reasonable. This is not rational. Because on many levels, but. If you need me, baby, I'll come running only to you. Okay. So if she needed him, he would come running only to her. Well, of course he would. This is a bit redundant. If she needed him, why would he go running to someone else? Of course it would be only her. This seems pretty obvious to me. He reiterates, yes, he will. It's true. Oh. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Lay down, hold each other real close. But again, if you're going to do that with somebody, they're not your friend anymore. This is going to be in a relationship. So he's probably, but people do this. They think about the relationship before it actually even happens and what they would do and how things would go down. So he just wants to lay down with her and hold her close. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's it's a reasonable thing to say. I don't want to rush you, baby. Okay, that's very nice to say. I agree. You shouldn't rush anything. So that's good. If time is what you need the most, all right. Just kind of reiterating, if you need to take all the time you need. So far, so good. I always wanted to love you. I'm confused. It seems like they were in a relationship already. You had the chance to love her. Again, if this is a friendship, I apologize, but judging from the pictures, and it doesn't seem like this was just a simple friendship. It seems like y'all were together. So you had a chance to love her, and maybe you know what? Maybe they're younger. You know, that happens. You're younger, and then you know 10 years later, you realize that you actually really did love that person and you want that person back. I mean, that happens quite often, I think. Um, so that's reasonable. That's reasonable. That's a bit presumptuous. You can make all my dreams come true. I'm sure she could, and I mean, in your mind, you're thinking she can, but that's a lot of pressure to put on her. I mean, if you're saying that she can make all your dreams come true, what happens when she doesn't? Because this is reality. She's not going to make all your dreams come true. She's probably going to destroy some of your dreams, and that's okay. And maybe not intentionally, because people want different things. Maybe you want to do something, and maybe she's not very supportive of it, or maybe you want to do something, or you have to put something to the side so that you can support her, and it's a give and take. This is how life works. So yeah, I mean, that'd be a little too much pressure to put on someone, I'd say. And you're kind of, again, I think he's kind of expecting too much on many different levels. Well, you can love her whenever you want. You don't have to love her just tonight. You can love her during the day, and you can love her at noon, in the evening. You can love her in the morning. Um, you know, you can love her. I just want to love you tonight. He seems pretty desperate here. If you look at his face, he's like, I want to love you tonight. Well, that's fine, but you can start loving her right now if you wanted to. If it's during the day, it's clearly during the day here. You could start loving her right now. Why delay? Right now, it's okay. Right now. This is silly. Every bit. Oh, look at this. Okay, we got some. He's on the front page here, so she's aware he's actually famous. Okay. I'll come running only to you. This line kind of bothers me. I don't know why. If she needs you, you'll come running only to her. Well, of course you would. I just don't understand that. Why would you run to someone else? So, oh, she's a professional. Okay, she's professional. Oh, now she's okay. You can tell by the hair. She's about to bite the glasses there. Okay, when they bite the glasses, this typically means that they're getting interested here, and she's staring at the number. Now she's feeling a little more. Maybe she's feeling a little more brave that day. She's feeling a little more confident for some reason. Maybe somebody, she's had a nice hair day. Clothes are looking good. Everything's going really well. So she's like, you know what? It's Friday. It's the weekend's about to happen. I got this phone number. Let me call him up and give him that chance. Okay, looking at graphs. He's been longing for her for a long, long time. again, there's still some confusion whether they had a friendship prior or they had a relationship prior. No. Okay, so that's fine. That escalated pretty quickly. So I think this whole thing has just been about making love, and that's fine, But he's coming across a little too aggressive here. Seems a little too desperate. But he has that desperate look in his eye. I shouldn't say he's desperate. I should say that he has that desperate look in his eye. He should have held on a little bit longer, just to give her a little more time. Kind of what he was saying in the beginning. But now, staying outside in front of a phone booth. It's again, this is a classic scene. I wouldn't be surprised if some rain started happening right now. But I don't know. But it seems like she's starting to feel it too a little bit. Oh, and now he's getting too worked up here. He's getting way too worked up. He's touching on himself. This is no good. This doesn't do anybody any good. I'll make you feel real good. I'll make you feel good. Well, I hope, emotionally you can make her feel good, physically, sure. But I think he's referring more to the physical side than the emotional side. The physical side is better when the emotional side has been, nourished. So, if you don't, and then it's just a physical thing, I mean, this ends in, you typically will end in some sort of disaster. So, I would like to see him spend a little more time, working on, more of the mental aspect of it, and instead of so much the physical. But the touching part, he's touching on himself too much. He seems to be touching on himself. Any kind of touching on yourself like that is too much, in my opinion. But he's into it. He needs her. So he's worked himself up into a frenzy, and this is the problem. He's been thinking too much about this, and he's worked himself up into a frenzy. Luckily, she's about to make a phone call, so this is good. Sometimes I get a little lonely. Yeah, we all get lonely from time to time, and nothing wrong with that. I still don't understand why he just didn't continue the relationship he had with her before. I'd like to have a little more backstory to understand what's happening here, but she seemed a little hesitant, but now she's calling. That's a pretty old school phone. He's got a nice house. Look at the statues here, marble statues. Like he's got the trench coat. Oh, he missed the phone call. So this is I mean, think about the phone calls missed back then. Like it's just, that was my time. I missed phone calls all the time. There's no caller ID. I mean, there's all the missed opportunities. Wow. So missed opportunities like this that could completely change your life. And there it is, done. I know you're the one for me, baby. Okay. She's taking a shower. More rain. So I knew the rain was going to come back. So yeah, I knew the rain was going to come back. He's in the bathroom. Maybe he's not in the bathroom. I don't know if that's his phone over here. But she's certainly in the shower. He's standing by the window. This is a pretty standard thing we see all the time. People staring out windows. I really don't understand why that is. Why there's so much window staring, rain. There's a lot of there's patterns here in all these these love videos. I'd be curious to know why that is. Okay. Oh, that's it. He missed the phone call. Oh, so he just ends like that. Wait. Okay. So he got the call at the end of it. At the end of the day, she ended up calling back. It was inevitable, most likely. She was probably they would have made a connection again. I mean, they found each other on the street randomly. He probably knows where she works now, so he could probably swing by late at night, same time. But clearly, he got the phone call, and hopefully they lived happily ever after. He seems to want to give all his love, all his time, and so I mean, what else? What else can you really ask for? I think he's a bit he's asking a bit much, and I think he worked himself up a little too much there. But maybe it worked out for them. But let's see a follow up. But yeah, not too bad. A little confusing with the friendship thing, and to see if they were actually had a relationship before. But again, judging by the pictures, it looked like they did. So this makes the video even more confusing. But yeah, we'll start another one. That one's pretty good, and I like the song. It's a good song. Not bad.